Are the head coaches of these teams on the hot seat? Let's do the hot seat meter for 2025 going from cool to scorching. We'll start with Timmy Chang. He inherits a program that was in kind of the lowest of the lows, a transfer portal exodus, some controversy without a stadium. There's a lot of factors that he's having to battle through, and I think he's done a decent job of changing the direction of this team. I'm still going to say it's lukewarm. He's made some bad coordinator hires, and there's been a few times where it feels like they're falling short of what the expectations should be. So I feel like this next year will be a really big year for him. Jay Sawvel was expected to have Wyoming as a winner in his first season because they hired in-house for that reason specifically. And while I wouldn't say a guy is feeling a hot seat after just one season typically, this is a unique situation because of the circumstances in which they hired him. So he's on the hot seat headed in next season. They need to see instant results because of how they were able to keep the roster intact. If they don't, they might move on with him pretty quickly. At Arkansas, we've got Sam Pittman. It feels like he's perpetually bouncing between these four. And right now, I think he's at lukewarm because Arkansas was able to end the season with a bowl win, get to a bowl game, and show the signs of improvement that people have been wanting and hoping for. So Sam Pittman in a better spot than he has been, but this thing could move up so quickly. Dell McGee to Georgia State was a very unique move where the Panthers were hoping they could get a guy that would instantly flip the culture, bring in some instant talent infusion to just win now. That didn't happen in year one. It was pretty disastrous. I still think it's on lukewarm, though. They're going to want to hear him out and see what he can do long-term with the program, but definitely wasn't the blueprint they were hoping in their first year. Trent Dilfer is a close friend of the hot seat. He's very familiar with it, and it's going to be scorching this season. It was just such a disastrous year last year. I'm actually shocked he hasn't been fired yet, but we'll see what happens as he takes his team into this season. Next up, we have Brent Brennan at Arizona. It feels unfair that we're even talking about him in this conversation because he just wrapped up his first season. But with the talent they had there, I think they were hoping for a little more. I think the administration understands it wasn't his guys and they want to give him time to build that. I do think we're still talking about a seat that is a little hotter than it should be for a guy in his second year because of some of the buzz that's coming out of Tucson right now. But I still think it would take a really bad season for him to actually get canned.